Now, can you manage to get to share that video up link? I don't know if I can try. Don't like my BlackBerry likes me trying to share YouTube videos live streaming them, but I'll see if I can. So let's see the YouTube. Ever notice how I have multiple?
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Is that right? Well, I'm sitting there having a cheese. You can't sit here, you can't do this. If it's for anybody to sit here, it's for you. Right. Thanks, Bill. You should have given people your heart. Assigned seats. Sit where you were. Yeah, well, her, she needs more assigned seats. Woman needs to learn some manners. No, really, I mean, what's this? Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, I wasn't here. And they had all that stuff up there, they had all that stuff on, she was running around and that. Crazy. Yeah, you don't tell me. They don't good for anybody.
Hi, Mommy. You're Mommy. You're the end of the lady.
Tell somebody they can't sit there.
So Mom, our generation, 56, 57, 60, good luck. You're the end. Yes. Happy birthday.
Don't forget your password. I got it.
Adele's another one. She is the end.
Oops.
My wife liked that hat. What's that? I wore it there. You right here.
There must be something else for really native Chicago. Have them after 100 years win the World Series. I don't know about Illinois. I'm putting it on Chicago. I'm putting it on Chicago. That's nice that old stadium's still there.
You know, it's kind of awkward because I gotta log in and get. No, I'm already logged in. Just tweet it. Oh, okay. Now I gotta show one more thing. Facebook. Yeah. The Great Nightmare.
Our family was in Pittsburgh. It doesn't include my brothers. I don't know what they think they are. 2 years my family was in Pittsburgh. That's my mother and father and my grandmother. Then we moved back to Philadelphia.
Okay. It is now time, and let's get started a little early, but that's okay. It's on? Yes, it is. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and we are at the soup kitchen today. It is Tuesday morning. We're going to have a short session today because the reason is my case manager will be here in a little while. And so we don't want to take up the whole 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock thing, and there really isn't much to talk about. Nope. Today, of course, we got our regulars here, and of course my microphone is in front of me. So, I don't have to scream at the top of my lungs. Michele ever does anyway. No, but You know what I mean? It's kind of cold out there right now. It's that's the reason I got my BlackBerry out here, as is the temperature. Right now, currently, the temperature in Winsted at this point is 2 degrees Celsius. It is partly cloudy. Well, I don't know what the partly cloudy for, because I sure see a lot of blue sky out there, and it looks like there's a lot more blue than clouds. So, I think somebody's obviously made a mistake. You can't even get out of here. You get it out. Okay. By the way, the eye report, I noticed that my right eye is doing better. As long as I can keep taking my eye drops, I have to order some more, and I'm going to get some eye drops soon. So, I have no idea when. I just know is that, so you see your glasses are dirty? Yeah. Okay. Anyway. I talked to Dory yesterday, and if you watched the video about the stuffed animals through its entirety, you would know that. I focused mostly on the stuffed animals at first, because I realized that there was a lot of people that were very excited to think that, that sometimes we as adults, we're sometimes expected to grow up. And unfortunately for some adults, growing up is hard to do. And if that sounds kind of silly, I am really sorry about that, but it's true. Growing up is hard to do. Is that a joke? What? Growing up is hard to do? No, I don't think so. Growing up is hard to do. Anyway, no, seriously, growing up is hard to do. You even logged in on this thing? I'm logged in. That's the thing about this YouTube app. That is, there's this app from my BlackBerry. There's some neat stuff, but there's also some apps that just, I'm sorry to say, are just not that good. So, let's get rid of that app. Yeah, I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to have to reboot my phone again. Yeah. So, well, it's okay anyway. You're on the other phone, so it doesn't really matter. No, by the way, how do you like the Soup Kitchen coffee versus the other coffee? Personally, I think it's better. It's the other stuff Michele had me drink yesterday was pretty potent. You know, it was kind of sucky. You know, I think they already see that looks like they already got the Christmas tree up last year. Yeah, they do. Last year they had the Christmas tree up. Over here, next to where I am sitting, and this year it's over there. So it looks like. Yeah, well, that's good, right? So, yeah. Because, like, if it's over there, I guess it's not bad. It just, it definitely is better than having it over here, because it was right in front of these big electric space heaters that they have in the, and these things get really, really, really hot, and it's an artificial Christmas tree, and so I don't know how fire resistant the tree was, but I certainly would have felt very uncomfortable having it so close to everything else. So yeah, definitely it is better to have it in a safe place. And of course my BlackBerry is still booting up. Michele's BlackBerry gets dirty. Oh yeah, anyway, it does. Besides fingerprints, I still don't get those. My iPhone gets dirty too. I don't know what's for lunch today, but we will obviously find out as we go through and look at the next few days. I'm sure there's gonna be something. You got today and tomorrow, and then it will be closed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday. It'll be open again. So that means that for 4 days, starting on Thursday, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. And it doesn't particularly surprise me. But you have to understand one thing as far as the soup kitchen goes. I'm not really too much into the turkey stuff anyway. But yeah, I gotta get some things done. Michele plays her phone again. Yeah, just want to look at something here. Now, I noticed that I'm no longer getting those nasty grams about being able to access the contacts under BlackBerry Information Service. So I think maybe BlackBerry or some other conditions have occurred that we rectified the problem. Maybe BlackBerry realized there was a problem and they needed to deal with it. So that's very possible at this time and age that it was definitely something to do with BlackBerry, not necessarily my phone. By the way, in case you didn't know this, there is a new BlackBerry. Oh, speaking of the devil, guess what just came back up? I see that. Action required. Of course, that was because the try to access the BlackBerry contacts before the wireless network goes up. So that's why. Yeah. So like I said, there's some glitches on it that I don't like. So let's see, 10:05 a.m. Yeah, definitely that's what it was. Just the phone network wasn't quite up yet at the time, so kiss that goodbye. In other words, it's still trying to connect to the T-Mobile. It does take a while to do that. Yes. Okay, everything's back up. The mobile phone calls are back up and everything. So that's the cool thing. Now, in a few days, because the soup kitchen will not be open on Thursday, Friday, we will be doing we're going to try to get back and doing the coffee with Lumi and Michele. I will try to get that back as a regular thing. So what we might do is do it from the home on Thursday and Friday. So in other words, if we don't fall asleep and oversleep at 10 o'clock in the morning, is we will do it from the studio, and we will be using our call-in phone number, which we gave you already. It's 860-715-6195. Is that right? You're telling me. I know I got a million phone numbers here. So, yes, that's right. 860-718-6195. It's open now, but I'm not there, so you can leave a message if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns for video topics, and you want to leave a message, you certainly may do so. It's 860-718-6195. So that's 718-6195, area code 860 in the United States of America. And I will check the voicemail a few times in a day, and then of course tomorrow I'll try to answer your questions. I'm not necessarily going to call you back, but what we'll do is depending on how you ask the questions, we will take your messages and we will get back to you on that. So don't sweat it, guys. We'll get to it. Yep. Okay. Now, I was gonna sleep because I got up I got up late last night, about 7 o'clock at night, and I was gonna. I started to get kind of drowsy about 8 o'clock in the morning, and of course I was also getting hungry, and I'm like, I can't oversleep because I got a case management appointment tomorrow at 10. I guess I gotta go in there to the case management. So she's coming at 11 o'clock. So hopefully we'll get this done before that time. But like I said, If you have any suggestions for video topics or you want to comment or anything, don't be afraid to. Right now I'm here at the Open Door Soup Kitchen in Winsted, Connecticut, and of course I will be with you for at least until about 10:30 Eastern Time. That'll be in about another 20 minutes, and then after that we will get ready for my case manager, and then we'll get that done with. And instead of standing around here looking like a doofus. Now, I know some people who watch these videos at the soup kitchen tend to ask themselves, what's the big deal? Why does Michele do these videos so much? Well, I do the videos just because I like to share things with you, and I enjoy being, somebody that you could turn to and for information. But sometimes, I have to admit, I'm not flawless. I make mistakes too, and but I will try my best to make it right from the beginning. Let's see what else. Well, let's talk a little bit about Dory's situation. I can't share too much with that because that's private, but I can say that she said last night that she's doing better, and that she is hoping to come back soon to do a video with us in studio, so that will be great. I guess she had a couple of issues with her health. One of the things with Dory is that, like me, she's always had a hard time with her weight. Neither one of us are very good at it. I want to make some changes and try to get myself in better shape. Dory kind of doesn't really consider a high priority for her case, and that's where the difference is. Now, one of the things that I know causes people to gain poundage is, as I said, is cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that is part of the fight or flight system from the adrenals. It actually is what causes us to, during crises, to put on the pounds for getting out of somewhere fast, to start bulking up. And that bulking up is where the problem starts with weight gain, because what worked out great for our ancestors in the bush doesn't work out too good for us in the 21st century, because it puts all this tremendous weight on us. Unlike our ancestors in the plains and savannah, South Africa, we're not running around running away from lions and tigers and other wild animals that want to turn us into an instant snack. So there's no way that we can burn off those calories that we have been putting on because of stress. So we start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, that's just totally destructive to the human body. It can't benefit by that at all. It's just terrible for the weight management. One of the things that you keep hearing people talk about is about the situation with the obesity epidemic. The obesity epidemic, I think, is very interesting because of what is it? It's caused by our society that has two things that some people try to overcome it with exercise, but stress still does not make the very best, okay? So when you get stressed into your life, it creates the strange impact on the body. As I said, the cortisol goes up, your pounds go up, you don't know how to cope with it, so because part of it is the fight or flight response that's being triggered. As I said, in savannas, in the plains in Africa, we would be using that energy to prepare for the worst, like to run away from a danger. But clearly, there's no place to run in the 21st century because the negative energy is all around you. That's why I mentioned last night about my stuffed animal collection. Why it's so precious to me is to have that that little vestigial piece of a safe room, a safe place I can go. And I do videos there on the couch because I feel like I'm surrounded by my friends. Besides my real cats, I'm surrounded by my little stuffed friends too, and it makes me feel good because I know that's a safe place. That's a comforting place. The multimedia studio isn't even comfortable. That's why we haven't been using the multimedia studio, because it doesn't give me that sense of comfort that I'm getting from the living room and the couch and all my stuffed animals around me. It's like being surrounded by my friends and family, and that's why I prefer to do videos there. Even if I had, several thousands of dollars or millions of dollars of studio gear, I probably would at least want to have some of my stuffed animals right there around me because it gives me that sense of comfort. Most people don't really get to know that about me because they only know me as this person that's always going you the news. But the truth is when it comes to humanity, I'm just as much of a human being as everybody else is, and that's an issue. So, just to make sure it's recording, it is, yes. And that's something to think about. You're thinking about people go out there and do videos every day on YouTube. And we work so hard to do these things. And sometimes it's hard because I have to spend all this time hearing all these horrible stories in the news. And sometimes I just get to hug my little stuffed animals. And of course, Fame the cat lays on my chest when I'm sleeping. Rusty the cat lays next to my side. I have, it gives me a chance to take it easy and feel like I'm surrounded by my friends. And you guys, my audience, are my friends too. I may not know you all personally, but I still look at you as friends. If anything, for those of you who do watch these videos and seriously, think about what I'm saying, I think that says a lot. It's for you to say to yourself, maybe Michele may not be the best person in the world, but I think Michele is a good person and she's got a good spirit. And what do you think? I agree. And also the other thing is too is that these events that Michele is talking about every day is really, really stressful because there's just so much that goes on every day. And she has to go out there and carry all this weight, research, and that's really, really stressful because it's like sometimes Michele turns on the news and she pulls the news application like from Russian television or from Fox News or from Google News, and she's like, she wants to scream at the top of her lungs. Enough already. I've already heard enough about X, Y, and Z. I want to hear about A, B, and C. Right. Certain news articles that do interest me, I'm not seeing much of them. Okay? I'm so happy to hear about the Donald Trump, but however, I'll be honest with this, I want to focus on seeing more jobs come back to this country. I want to see some nice stories about good things that are happening in the world right now. I want to hear about happy news. Not all news is bad. I mean, I'm surprised that there's no real too many new people talking about the happy news. I still would like to try to focus on that. And I certainly also would like to definitely have a way that I can encourage you to be a part of our newscast, which means you guys have got the ability to get on our website and to call us. And we've already given you the number before. So on Thursday, Friday of this week, if I don't oversleep, we're going to have another Coffee with Michele and Lumi. And we're going to have that on Thursday and Friday of this week coming up. And that we will be there in the studio. The phone lines will be open. We will be able to receive your phone calls. And hopefully we will have a chance to talk to you. And you will have a chance to talk to us. And we're going to get a chance to see, talk, find out some good things about each other. Right now, for example, I know that a lot of people were looking forward to the great changes that Donald Trump is working on. I am too, because if the economy really does a full 360, there's a good chance that we are going to see jobs. That means that places like the many people here at the soup kitchen that are looking for work are going to have the option of finding work, because they'll have a reason to feel like they can find a job, because there will be jobs available to them. And employers, if they feel confident enough that they're a good employee, they're going to hire those people. That's the cool thing. But the sad truth is, until that time comes, the soup kitchens are always going to be here, because this is where people can come to get a meal. I'm having hard times too. You already know that. So I come here to eat, but I also am speak openly for the soup kitchen here at Winstead, the open door soup kitchen, and they are going to be having in a couple weeks the Christmas party on the 23rd of December. They're going to probably need more appropriate winter products for those in need. They're going to need socks. They're going to need gloves. They're going to need hats. They're going to need mittens. They're going to need jackets. If you all could want to contribute to them, they're a 501c3, and they are always looking for donations for those in need. So if you're interested in making a donation to the soup kitchen, please don't be afraid to call them. The number is 860-738-2449. Again, that's 860-738-2449. That's the Open Door Soup Kitchen in Winstead, Connecticut. If you're not nearby that soup kitchen, well, how about thinking donations to the soup kitchens that you're near to? For example, if you're in Torrington, the Torrington Soup Kitchen. If you're in Willimantic, that would be the Willimantic Soup Kitchen. If you're in Norwich, the Norwich Soup Kitchen. Find the soup kitchen that's nearby you that you can make a donation to help those in need. And it would be so much of a blessing for those who need a jacket or need gloves or need anything. Speaking of jacket, no, I fell on the floor. Yeah, you know what? I can use a better jacket too. Anyway, I digress. That's something that would be gratefully helpful. And of course, that was one of the people at the soup kitchen complaining. She always complains. Yes, she does. All right, guys. It is just about time for us to wrap it up this morning. But again, we hope to talk to you soon. So for now, because of the way this works, we're going to turn off the sound, and then we'll turn the video off in a few seconds, maybe about half a minute later, to allow the video to get done sending it out. But for now, don't forget to stay warm, stay safe, and stay dry. Don't forget, wet clothes is a terrible way to get hypothermia and frostbite, so dress warmly. And we will see each other tomorrow, and of course we'll see each other Thursday and Friday, sleep permitting. And so for now, talk to you later. Bye bye everybody.